Hi, my name is Terence, founder of Fit Formula Coaching. Now, if these few things describe you, then this video might be interesting for you. So we help people who diet and try to exercise, but you're not getting your ideal results. Maybe there's something missing, and we can help you find what that thing is. Second thing, you're keen to learn how to make your exercise efficient. Maybe you have tried longer workouts and they just take too much time. It's too time consuming, and you want something that's efficient and safe. So you can get your workout done in 15 to 20 minutes a day. We also help people who want to be in a supportive community. Now, even if it's just you and me, it's 2%, right? You and the coach. With that, you have more accountability, you have more motivation, more self-discipline. If you need that, then this is what we are here for. If you like to work out in the comfort of your own home or in outdoors, for example, you don't like to pay gym membership or you don't like to use the gym, it's too crowded, too many people, sweat all over the place. That's not what you like. You want to work out quickly at home, then this is for you. Number 5, if you want to try the most powerful combination of in-person and online training, which we call a hybrid personal training approach, then this method might be interesting for you. So before our clients meet us, they usually complain about these few things, right? They suffer from low energy levels. They get tired very easily, low stamina. They can't fit in the clothes that they like, or they have to keep on buying larger sizes. Or they see nice clothes when they go shopping, but they cannot fit into them, right? So that frustrates them. Or maybe they're embarrassed about the body shape. If fat is accumulating, under the arms, the belly, the thigh area, and they want to do something about it. Maybe they feel that the stamina is not what it used to be, right? Easily out of breath, or you can't really play with the children. You run around, and then after that, in a short while, you get really out of breath. And number 5, this is one that we hear very often: loss of confidence as your health trends downwards as you get less fit. So many people complain about this. What they really want is to get rid of this and have the opposite, right? They want better energy levels, wear nice clothes, wear the clothes that they really want to, feel confident about the body shape, have more stamina. This is what most people want when they come to us. So I'll share with you a little bit more about my health transformation. So I wasn't always fit. I used to be very unfit, very unhealthy, and I made my transformation. I know how is it like. I know a little bit of how you might be feeling right now. So I'll share more about that later on. So we have identified these are the 3 biggest problems that most people face, and you can ask yourself if you can relate to them. The first one is people are confused. They are not sure how to start or how to restart. Second thing is they got no or little progress, right? They tried this and that, and nothing seems to have a lasting result. Number 3, they find it hard to stay consistent. You can get started for a few days, a few weeks, maybe even a few months, but beyond that, it's a bit hard to stay consistent. So with regard to being confused, most people get confused because they hear different advice from different people, or they go to different online sources, research on internet, and they hear different things. They get very confused. The second reason is that there's too many choices, so they're not sure, what should I choose, right? It's too many choices. Or maybe you might feel jaded. You've tried so many different methods, but none seem to give you lasting results. The second thing that most people say is they have little progress. So you're putting in a lot of effort, but you're not seeing the result you want. For us at Fit Formula Coaching, one of the things that we help people to do is to design a certain sequence so that you will see the results that you want. Without the correct sequence, sometimes you can be putting in a lot of effort but not seeing the results. The next one is losing motivation, or if you need to regain momentum. This is something that most people say that they need. Or maybe they have made progress, but after some time they lost their results. Perhaps their method was too complicated or too expensive in terms of taking meal replacements and so on. Number 3 is being inconsistent. Now we all know if you're doing the right things consistently, you will see consistent results. Now the problem is, number 1, if the previous method was too complex, too complicated, and take up too much time, it's hard to be consistent. The next thing is that you tend to you start quite easily, and after a few days the enthusiasm wears off, especially if you're doing it on your own. And number 3, some people just want to be part of a community. They want a new approach. The old one just isn't working. So let me just explain to you when it comes to personal training, most people have in mind the old way. There's nothing wrong with the old way, but as with many things, we know that the new way of doing things is usually cheaper, faster, and better. Just like sending out a message, you no longer need to handwrite a letter. You can send a text message. It's much faster and cheaper. So the old way, and what most people are thinking of, is you need to go to the gym. You also need to spend on gym membership. You need to spend time and money traveling there, exposed to other people, and maybe on top of the gym membership, you hire a trainer to learn how to use the equipment, and you have to subscribe to the gym membership all your life to maintain the result. Or whenever the gym decides to close due to whatever safety precautions that are going on, then that also affects fitness level. Now here's a much better way that we like to use. So our method, right, our new way of training is that you train at your preferred timing. You can save money by not getting things that you don't need. For example, 99% of people don't need a gym membership. They don't need to get so huge in terms of their body size. They don't need huge muscles. They just need to get a little bit more strength, and you don't really need a gym. Don't need to spend money on gym if you don't want to. So that way you reduce your travel time and costs. You're also limiting your exposure to viruses and crowds, keeping your family safe. And of course, you can train no matter what. If you're training the new way, you're using outdoors, you're using your home, enjoying nature as well. So here's a look at our program. A hybrid approach simply means that we combine the best of both worlds, online training as well as in-person training. So here's a look at some of the fun things that we do in our training sessions. This is one of them, using Blaze pods, having a bit of friendly competition over this side here. This is something that is fun when you get to do it with more than one person. We of course have different kind of bodyweight exercises you can do easily at home without any equipment other than a nice exercise mat. You have battle ropes, which is a very good cardio exercise that you can do either upper body or full body workout. And you can also enjoy this workout, especially if you're recovering from leg or lower body injury and you still want to get active. Battle ropes is a good option. Weight training, what you see here is some kettlebells being used in squats and deadlifts. This one you can do easily at home. And here we have suspension straps, which can be mounted on a chin-up bar. You can do it at home or outdoors. It's very convenient. You can also mount it on the top of your door to create resistance using your body weight. For those who are more enthusiastic and like to have more equipment, cable exercises are also something that you can choose to add in the kind of workouts that you do. Resistance bands are a much cheaper and more convenient way as opposed to the cable exercises. You can take them anywhere. You can have them secured to your main gate and just do a quick workout that way. There are 3 photos here, and one of them is the correct starting posture for the deadlift. Now, which one is it? If you have chosen number 3, then you are correct. Number 1 and 2 are awkward positions. Now, it's very important when you do exercise to make sure that your posture is important. Now, with awkward angles, even if you're not lifting a heavy weight, you can get a sprain or even worse, injury. So if you are like me, you have done this before in some awkward positions, some carrying some things, from the back of the car, from the back seat, turning around. If you have enjoyed yourself, you know how important it is for good posture and good technique. Okay, so let's hear some client stories. Esther, before she joined our Fit Formula program, her weight was climbing from a lot of working from home. There was no specific routine. She tended to give up easily after trying some new things. She also mentioned she didn't really know how to start. After she started our program, she lost 4 kilos in her first month. So that's an average of 1 kg per week. And again, your weight loss will depend on your starting weight, and it will also depend on what you do. Here's another story from Akshaya. Before Fit Formula, she mentioned that she's always feeling tired. She's quite a distance from her ideal weight, and she's not sure how to start because there's so much confusion and conflicting advice online. So after she started, she sent us this message, and she's very happy that she can finally fit into the dresses that she has been keeping for some time. So she's really happy with that. And there are so many other client stories that they have sent in. I'm very thankful that they share with each other and they encourage each other in our community of clients. And so you can go ahead and read up all the stories. I won't be going through with all of them with you. There's just too many. And here's what I promised. I'll share with you a bit more detail about my own story. So I wasn't fit all the time. In fact, I was very unhealthy. I was very unfit. And that was the old me on the left-hand side. I was overweight, didn't look good in clothes, and had a long list of different health concerns. I was also seeing the doctor very regularly, like once a month, for a variety of reasons. I needed to be on medication whenever I went to see the doctor. And right now, this is the new me, the me of today. My weight is a healthy BMI. I have much more energy than I used to have years ago. And I actually run faster for my 2.4 than I did during my full-time NS, right? Under 9 minutes. I also have no doctor visits for the past 5 years, and I think that's thanks to regular exercise as well as paying attention to good nutrition. I'm really happy to be where I am and also moving forward, pursuing my further and higher health aspirations. But at the same time, I never want to go back to the old me again. Just share with you a little bit. During my national service as a reserve officer, I'm with the police force, and I wouldn't have the opportunity to stand next to the Prime Minister if it wasn't for my own health transformation. I'm really happy with this photo. This was taken with him, our Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Hsien Loong, in 2017, where I received this award. And again, if I had been failing my fitness tests, I definitely would not have this opportunity. So I'm really thankful and really happy with this nice picture. So you might be thinking, how do I know if coaching will benefit me? Well, coaching is not for everyone, and here's a short checklist for you. Coaching might not be for you if you can identify with several of the things right above here. But if these things describe you, you're able to commit about 15 to 20 minutes of daily effort, you have a high desire, you're open-minded, you're willing to track your progress, and you believe in investing the time and resources in yourself, then coaching is probably for you. And if so, I would like to have a conversation with you, right? Book a call, share with me what your goals are, what your struggles are, so we can help move your goals forward. So on the call, I will share how you can get started, what's in our Fit Formula experience. So that's a 14-day, a 2-week introductory program so that you can try out the method. So what's the point of that 2 weeks? Okay, 3 main things. Number one, to help you gain momentum, to get active. If you're already active, then what we will do is try to be more specific on what kind of exercises, new routines you should be doing to lose excess fat. Number two, experience personal training, how training is like. If you have never trained with a personal trainer, this will be an interesting first experience. I have another coach, another colleague with me. Her name is Candy, right? Coach Candy. And you can get to meet us, train with us, and get a sense of what personal training is like. We don't work with bodybuilders, so don't be afraid if you don't want to put on a lot of mass. Okay, we don't do that. Number three, evaluate if this method is suitable for you. All right, so you have 2 weeks to think about the approach, see if you like it. If you like it, then you can work closely with us for the longer term. Some of you might be thinking, what's the purpose of fitness coaching? I already know how to exercise, or I can follow some random YouTube video. Okay, here are 5 things. All right, if you get all these 5 things right, then I would say you're able to exercise independently on your own. But at the start, these are the 5 variables that we want to get right. Amount of weight or body weight that you're using. If you're using too little weight, you might not see any result. If you use too much weight, there's a high risk of injury. Number 2, the number of repetitions. This is also related to number 1. If you are challenging yourself in the correct number of repetitions, you're doing it in the right way with correct muscle activation, then you're going to see more results. I used to have a client who told me, you used to be doing 40 to 60 repetitions with very, very lightweight, then I say this is not going to help you reach the goal that you shared with me. Right? So you do need to know what your goals are and how to program your exercise. Number 3, the number of rounds you should be doing. Too little, no effect. Too many, diminishing returns. All right. Number 4, amount of rest in between your rounds. And number 5, intensity level. This is super important. If your intensity level is appropriate for your fitness and is progressive, then you will get stronger and fitter in a safe way. If your intensity is raised too quickly, too soon, then it opens up danger of injury. So of course we want to avoid that. So the purpose of fitness coaching is to make sure that you have these 5 elements nicely balanced. You will not master it in a short amount of time. You might need several months to figure this out, but it's definitely worth knowing yourself, your body, and how to progress safely. So if this is you, you're interested in this, I invite you to book a call now. Let's talk, let's have a conversation. You can find the link right below this video. If you'd like to hear more client stories, then I have a few stories for you. This story is by Yi Hua.
I always have a misconception that I need to sweat, like really drench in sweat and spend 30 to 40 minutes workout in order to see effects and changes in my body. In fact, after onboarding workout sessions with Terrence, and I learned that within short 15 minutes with the right exercise, that I could literally see my body transform.
Right, thank you, Yi Hua, for sharing. Here are some photos of our outdoor exercise. We are doing battle ropes in the photo just above. On the left is our online workouts, and on the right is Coach Candy, my colleague. You will see her in the training sessions. She does the fitness training. I do the fitness as well as the nutrition coaching. So we have one more story. This is Si Ping and her story of breaking her 5-kilometer run record.
Hi, good morning. It's nice and early in the waterway, and it's brighter today because I did a minute plus faster for my 5K. Thanks to Terrence for your guidance and pacing me. He really did believe in me more than I did. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Si Ping, for sharing. Once again, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to have a conversation, just go ahead, click the link below, book a call, and we'll talk soon. Have a good day and bye for now.